Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is treating themselves with kindness and treating themselves with love and respect. I haven't done a video for a little while because I've been getting on with life really, and so I thought I'd just give you an update of my own situation. And I wanted to do a video today all about something that I found very powerful. And again, I hope this helps. And all I'm trying to do is just offer support and advice of things that I've learned have helped me through a very difficult time in my life. And I appreciate that everyone goes through their own, traumatic times in very different ways and through different circumstances. And I want to talk about the importance of, will you give up or will you get up? And there's a very key difference. And I want to kind of elaborate on what that means. So, an update on my own situation is it's been nearly 2 years since everything turned upside down in my life. My world was very different nearly 2 years ago, and it's very different again now. So, within those 2 years, again, if you've seen my previous videos, you'll know that I went through some major traumatic, life-changing events in a very quick succession before you even had a chance to kind of grieve and process the last traumatic event. The next one kind of knocked you on your backside before you even had a chance to try and dust yourself off. So, including the loss of my 16-year relationship, so in my marriage, losing my mother, my stepdad, my job, feeling like my entire world had collapsed around me, losing my purpose, my self-worth, and my identity. And that was, like I say, nearly 2 years ago when near enough all of that happened within a year. I lost my marriage and my mum within a year. Then my stepfather shortly after that. It all crumbled very, very quickly. So the difference between giving up and getting up is now, nearly in those 2 years later, I have a new job and I'm working towards a career that I'm particularly passionate about. I'm just about to start a part-time studying course, an evening course for counselling skills, because everything that I've been through and what I've learned and what supported me, I want to use that knowledge and guidance to help and support others. And that's the kind of way that I feel that, I particularly, something I've massively enjoyed doing, hence why I'm making these videos, is just supporting other people through their own difficult situations. And that's an area of future career path of mine that I particularly want to hone in on, and actually just supporting other people through difficult circumstances. So, and a new job, obviously, and then I'm using that as a kind of platform, as a stepping stone to keep the money coming in whilst I'm actually pursuing a particular passion of something that I want to do. So, and those of you know, I have two children. I have two daughters, and I'm spending great quality time with them. I love the time I spend with them, and it means that now they really get to see their dad, who is in a very solid, grounded place, and it's lovely. I mean, in a few weeks' time, we've got a big family holiday that we're all going on. So me, my daughters, my siblings, my niece, my nephew, all going away, and that's going to be amazing. I'm really looking forward to that, along with some other day trips and activities I've got planned for my children. And that's so nice. The disruption that they've had, obviously their mum and dad splitting up, the loss of their nan, the loss of their granddad, and the fact that they can still see myself and my ex, so their mum and dad, friendly, chatting, having a cup of coffee, being there for each other as friends. It's so important, and I'm so proud of myself for being able to and for having that friendship and actually having that strength to maintain that friendship. And it's now at a point where I've emotionally detached from my ex. Obviously, she must have emotionally detached a long time before she even, decided to call it a day on our marriage. But I now have finally emotionally detached from her, and it means that you're free. You're mentally and emotionally free, and it's so empowering, and it's so amazing to be able to finally see her and see my children and be able to go, okay, see you later, girl, see you soon, da da da. You know, it's nice. It's nice. It's taken a long time, and it's taken a lot of work. It doesn't happen magically. It takes time and effort. But if you can get to that point, if you can actually have that friendship and keep that respect for each other, it makes it so much easier for yourself, for your ex, and certainly for your children, if you have any. So that's really good. Yeah, and another thing is I've started seeing someone, and that's been amazing. It's very early days, but it's someone who brings joy, kindness, and peace to my life. And in return, I hopefully bring that to her life, and it's really nice. It's so heartwarming to be able to find that joy and that connection again. Not because you search for it, not because you long for it, but if you if you naturally let these situations develop and not to add any pressure, then it can just unfold and blossom, so to speak, into something really special. But again, you don't want to put that reliance on someone. You don't want to go out searching for someone. But if it just so happens that you do meet someone in a natural environment, or however you meet someone, as long as it's kind of done in an organic, natural manner, it and unfold in the way it's meant to unfold, one way or another, it's amazing. And again, I've got some really cool things and activities planned with her, and all these sort of bits and bobs, and that's really nice. So yeah, that's amazing. And like I say, early days, and there's no pressure on it, but again, it's just finding that warmth again. It's amazing. And you still have difficult days, of course you do, but you don't live in them. You don't let them dictate you anymore. So yeah, and again, the reason why I'm saying all this and giving you these updates is because of the fact that you can get there. You will get there. You just need to give yourself time, and you need to give yourself a break, and you need to be kind to yourselves. And getting up as opposed to giving up doesn't mean one dramatic moment. It means trying to make the best decisions you can, one after another. It just means that I used to be quite spontaneous in some of my decisions, which hasn't particularly fared very well, in my situation. But now you kind of, again, getting up, you kind of start trying to put those bricks slowly in place and doing your best interests, and making decisions in yours and other people's best interests, is so healthy. And that's the way to do it. It's literally from the ground up. So it's not a dramatic moment. It's not a case of just, yep, this is me. It's slowly building that. It takes time. It doesn't happen in one split second or in one gigantic leap. It takes time and little decisions, good, healthy decisions, one on top of another, that then builds that momentum and builds that solid foundation. And pace yourself. Like I say, when you're hurting, you want everything to feel better immediately. You want that pain to stop. You want that aching, that longing to stop. But it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. The best thing you can do, the healthiest thing you can do, is the bravest thing you can do is small steps. Literally, even if that's just getting out of bed, getting up, getting moving, looking after yourself, looking after yourself physically, mentally, getting some fresh air, changing the scenery, whatever it may be, just little steps, which then build longer strides. And then that is how you get up, is you do it one baby step at a time. And another thing I've learned, is not to let one person carry your entire emotional baggage. Again, that's from my own experience. It's not fair. It's not fair on them, and it's not fair on yourself for them to carry that weight, as well as all their own weight, their own emotional baggage, and then expected to be able to carry yours. It doesn't work like that, and it's just going to, it's going to all come crumbling down. Building relationship it's supporting one another, not relying on one another. And that's something that again, on me personally, that's something that I'm putting into my foundations moving forwards. And that's advice that I really hope can help others and resonate with others. And don't let the pain become your identity. Don't let that pain become your identity. Let your purpose and your passions become your identity. Who you want to be, who you strive to be, the person you want to become, your joys, your passions, your interests, your purpose. That will be and needs to be your identity. Do not let that pain and that trauma and that grief define who you are, define your identity. And just stand up mentally, physically, just slowly put one foot in front of another. Just baby steps. You don't have to get your old life back. You won't get your old life back. What you want to do is build a new life that's worth getting up for. Again, I hope these help. That's why I do them. I haven't made a video in a little while because I've been going out there and living my own life, and I know it's hard. Believe me, I've walked through literal hell, but you keep walking, and you do come out the other side. And it's not, it doesn't happen magically, and it doesn't happen quickly. It happens with time and with care to yourself and belief just in yourself and your self-worth and your purpose, and you will get there. Like my mum used to say, you will get there. You will get there. So I don't know how many more of these videos I'll make. I don't know how many more I don't know how many more new tops I have to change of tops I have to go. Every video I make sure I've got a different top on, and I'm running out of new tops. So please let me know if this helps. Please let me know in the comments if there's anything else, or if you want me to make more videos, if there's anything else, advice or support I can offer, or whether you do find these helpful and informative, please let me know. But until then, believe in yourself and treat yourself with love and kindness. And other people. Treat other people with kindness. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.